welcome back to my channel for another non-dancing video. Today I'm going to be talking about Ooblets, which is a sim-type game that originally released in early access in July 2020 and just recently fully launched in September of 2022. Now, I have been playing this game since it first launched in early access way back in July 2020, and so a lot of my review is going to be kind of comparing early access to the full launch. So for those of you who don't know what Ooblets is, it is of course a sim game. It is primarily focused on cuteness. But it has elements of critter collecting, it has like farming / gardening, and then it also has a fun little, dance battle aspect based around a card game battle mechanic. And essentially what the story is your character just moved to this place called Badge Town, where these critters called Ooblets live, and you collect them through dance battles. They come to join you on your farm where you grow stuff and sell those things, and stuff you grow on your farm helps you collect your Ooblets, and then you can also just engage in dance battles as you progress through the story of the game. So again, focusing on mainly the difference between early access and the full launch of the game, I've got 3 things I really love and 3 things I don't love so much about the full launch of this game. So let's start with the things that make me really happy, the good things. Number 3 is gonna be the ephemeral Ooblek Islands, or the little Ooblet vacation spots that they added to the game. What they added was every once in a while you'll get a little message in a bottle on the beach, and then you'll gain access to this temporary area where there are really rare Ooblets and then some pretty rare resources as well that you can go and collect. And it's there for a couple of days and then it goes away, and then you might get another one pretty soon. And I just really loved that added something to the game, something to do on the daily, because honestly, in the early access, every once in a while I was kind of like running out of things to do. So this was an addition that just kind of blew my mind because it adds so much to the game. Number 2, easier Wildlands tasks. So something I really struggled with in the early access version of this game was unlocking and leveling up the Wildlands. The Wildlands is a place where you can, for lack of a better word, dump Ooblets that you don't want. Like if you got duplicates, or for any reason you just didn't want one anymore. Like you don't have room in your garden, so you just gotta put one somewhere. So that's what the Wildlands are for, is you can just kind of let them go live in the wild. And in order to unlock and upgrade the Wildlands, you have to complete tasks. And in the early access version of the game, you had to pretty much let go of an Ooblet for every task. It would be like, bring me a clicky Claus, bring me a clomper, bring me, And that would always kind of hurt my heart a little bit every time I had to let go of one. And then sometimes I just wouldn't have the Ooblet it was asking for. So that was kind of hard. And luckily, as they did the full launch, they added these kind of filler, really easy Wildlands tasks to do. Like there's one where all you have to do is go in and water these plants that withered in the Wildlands, or you go and pick up cans. So I really appreciated that they added that to the game and made that a little bit easier and a little less heartbreaking. Number 1 is the hot air balloon map. Now, if you didn't play Ooblets in early access, then you have no idea how good you have it. Back in my day, if you wanted to fly anywhere, if you wanted to go to 2 places in one day, you had to go to Badge Town in between every single time, because there was no map. You had to go, there was a list, and you could either go to a place or you could go home to Badge Town, and that's it. So like if you wanted to go to Mamunia and Nowhere and Port Forward all in one day, you'd have to go Badge Town, load screen, Mamunia, load screen, Badge Town, another load screen, Nowhere, load screen, Badge Town, load screen, no sleep, Port Forward, another load screen, Badge Town. And then basically you would have to go to sleep after that because your day would be over. So when they did the full launch, they added a map where you could select where you're going, and you could go straight from Badge Town to Mamunia to Nowhere to Port Forward and then go home, and it is So much nicer. It's so easy. It's so good. And now for the not so good, the things that didn't make me so happy about the full launch of Ooblets. Number 3 is just some card game mechanics, some expectations that I think we have when we play card game based battle mechanics. For example, when you're playing a dance battle in Ooblets, you have to press a button every time you end a turn. And now that doesn't sound weird, except there's a little bit of an expectation when you are out of playable moves that your turn will auto end. And I might just be speaking for myself here. Maybe that's only in my head, but it has happened to me multiple times where I'm out of playable moves. I'm like, all right, this is the last card I'm gonna play, and then they can go, and I play the card, and then I just kind of sit there for about, maybe like 10 seconds if I'm being completely honest, but it feels like a while where I'm like, shouldn't they be going? And then I realize it's still my turn because I didn't press the button. So yeah, maybe that's just me. I would believe it if that were just me. And the other card game mechanic that I think maybe could have improved the game just a tiny bit is if they showed the full points that you earn in a dance battle. So right now it caps at whatever the goal amount is. So if you play your cards right and you somehow manage to get like 60 points in a game and the requirement was only 20, which I don't think that's even possible, but we're pretending. It'll only show that you got 20, so it won't show that full amount. And just like sometimes it might be nice to see just how good you are at dance battles. So not a huge deal. That's why it's number 3. Number 2, camera angles. It would be nice if this game had more camera angles. The number 1 place that I feel this is on my farm when I have all my Ooblets and Oob coops, and they all have to wear those hats when they're in their Oob coops, right? So you can't really see them, you just see their hats. I just wish I could tilt my camera down to see which Ooblets are in which Oob coops just a little bit better. I just wish I could do that. The other place is on those ephemeral Oob Islands. They're really small, and so your camera angle's just really close. And I just wish sometimes I could zoom out a little to see where those resources are, where those rare resources are, so that I don't have to really walk in a grid on this little tiny island. But at the same time, it's my understanding that in order to add more camera angles, it's a lot of work. So I could be wrong about that. I could be making that up. Again, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that, but my understanding is that it's a lot of work, and I get it. It's fine. It's functional. Number 1 is Clicky Claus. So this is more of a personal thing for me, and I don't expect anyone else to feel the way I do about this. I don't even really expect anyone else to have noticed. But Clicky Claus in the early access era of Ooblets was my favorite Ooblet, by far, no question. Clicky Claus looks like a little banana peel with legs and a little angy face. And Clicky Claus's gleamy variation is pink, which is objectively the best color. Also, early access Clicky Claus was really powerful in the dance battles. However, when they did the full launch, they changed Clicky Claus's moveset. Now, I'll be completely honest, I don't remember all of Clicky Claus's moves. It might have just been the base move that changed. However, that's enough. That's all. That's all I need to have changed for me to be not happy about this. I just know that Clicky Claus's initial, before ever leveling up card was Gain a Hype. And at full launch, it is Steal a Hype. Which, if you've never played the game and you're watching this to see if you want to play it, that's going to mean nothing to you. So you should start playing it so that you can learn that and you can see just how much they messed with my Clicky Claus. Alright, so I don't want to end on a negative note here because I do really love this game. So I have 2 little bonus positives to close out. Number 2 is they added this little cat photo to this house. And maybe it was there before, but I don't ever remember interacting with it during early access. So it's at least new to me, and I just want to appreciate it. Number 1 of my bonus positives is they added unique ooblet seeds. So if you played early access, you'll remember a lot of the ooblet seeds just looked like this long thing with 3 dots down the middle. And now, as far as I've seen, every ooblet has their own unique seed to match what they look like, and it's so cute and I love it. So in conclusion, I highly recommend this game if you like anything cute, if you like chill Sims where you got cute creatures and you garden and you decorate your house and you do little dance battles and you see your little critters dancing all cute to this music. Definitely recommend it if any of that sounds good to you. And that recommendation goes double if you are a streamer, because this game has a really cute and unique language to it. There's hopdobs, there's oobcoops, there's oobsidian, there's nernies, there's clicky claws, there's clompers, and there's sweetie beaties, which is probably my favorite word from the game. It's become a nickname for my cats. And it just makes for really fun streams because there's so many silly words and you gotta say them. And eventually they start to feel normal and you just start saying all of these words out of nowhere. So I definitely personally recommend this game, and let me know if you've played it down in the comments below what you think of it, and let me know what your favorite ooblet is. And I'm currently on the market for one, I guess, because my poor clicky claws. No, it's probably still clicky claws, let's be real. That said, please like and subscribe, especially if you like dancing videos, because that's mostly what I do here. I am starting to do more of these types of videos though, so let me know in the comments below if you like them, and I'll be sure to do more. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!